Okay, today what we looking at? Oh, we got a Eleaf product, the Melo 300. Actually, this one's been out a while, but I've seen some other people reviewing it, and it got top notch when it came to flavor. This is probably the biggest tank that Eleaf makes. I've always liked Eleaf products. So, let's take a look here. If I can get it to focus. Move my hand, maybe it will. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that's about right. My camera gives me problems all the time. So anyway, Eleaf comes in black and silver, and this one is the black one. That's a black one. Eleafworld.com. Another Eleaf. There's your authenticity in the SKU. Back here it says standard configuration, 1 Melo 300, 6.5 milliliters capacity, 2 ES sextuple, 0.17 ohm head, coil heads, 1 user manual, and spare parts. And then, of course, all the other regular stuff that they tell you on that. So let's dig into this thing, take a peek at it, and all. They got it wrapped up pretty good there. Pretty cool looking little box, actually. Check it out. I don't know what that is. What is that, volcano or something? Okay, let's see what we got here. All right. Here we go. We've got an extra coil. Pretty good sized coil, too. Sextuplet. That means there's 6 coils. 3 holes, 2 coils per hole there. If I remember correctly, these are rated for up to 300 watts. It's a lot. Okay, and this is the black version. Let's get it out of here. Pretty good sized tank, actually, guys. It really is. Pretty good sized tank. I believe, if I remember correctly, let's see what else we got in here. We got some O-rings. Got some O-rings. Always need those. Owner's manual. Let's see what else we got here. Owner's manual. I'm sure it tells you specifications on and how to install your coils and fill and everything. Actually, I've seen if there were some specifications on the size, but I don't see any. I think it's 25, if I remember correctly. You know, not a lot there. And, of course, you got your attention. Make sure the atomizer head is screwed in tightly. You know, one thing, talking about that, one thing I always do is I will take a tank apart and reseat the coil. Let's pull this apart real quick, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here's the base. There's the airflow. That airflow is really easy to do, and it's a big airflow, and it's mirrored on both sides there. And I will unscrew it a little bit and then reseat it in. I have found a lot of times when people complain about leaking, that's what's been the problem. They just hadn't reseated it. No extra glass, by the way, and that's a big glass. That's a bummer. Of course, can't complain. So let's put it back together here and take a peek at this. Got a 810. Yep, 810 drip tip on it. It says Melo 300 there. On the bottom, 6.5 milliliter. If I can get the focus in there. That's really about it. The fill port's kind of neat. You just push it open like that. It's got a decent sized little hole there. Not too bad. And it's pretty firm, so you don't have to worry about it, opening in your pocket or anything. So that's not bad. Not bad. This tank actually, Eleaf's really not known for their big equipment for the most part, but this is one to compete with some of the other big tanks that are out there. And it's been out a little while. Yeah, it says that it is sextuplet 0.17, capable of 100 to 300 watts. Now, I can't imagine why anybody would want to vape 300 watts. But anyway, it says it'll do it. It comes with 2 coils. and everything. So yeah, good looking little tank. So we will go back up top here. We'll get some juice in it and see how it does, and I'll tell you what I think about it. Okay, we'll see you in a bit. Eleaf. All right, back up. Yeah, Melo 300. Let me tell you, oh, by the way, guys, I decided to pair it on that lock nest that I did a review on. It actually looks pretty nice. Check that out. That worked out good, didn't it? Melo 300. Oh, it's a pretty good sized tank. You know, there's a lot of companies that's got all these super tanks out. I've got some of them. I've got the Smoke V8, V12, Horizon, something. I forgot what it was. It all really didn't like it, to be honest with you. But anyway, I vaped on this thing for a little while now, guys, and pretty dang good tank. I have to say, I think the flavor is by far superior to either one of the V8 or V12 Smoke. The Horizon was cumbersome. I didn't really like it anyway. But yeah, I have to say, the coils are a little bit pricey, actually. I looked them up, and I did find out that the Horizon Tech, or Horizon, Arco 2 coils will work in this thing, and I put them side by side, and I couldn't tell any difference. So I'm thinking probably the same place makes those and everything. Now, there is a rebuildable deck for this tank, okay, where you can you know, put your own coils in it and rebuild it. It is available. It doesn't come with it, which, you know, it did come with the TFV8. It didn't come with the V12 either, and I hadn't used it, so I really couldn't tell you much about the rebuildable as far as this. But one thing I want to tell you about this is it holds 6.5 milliliters of juice, and I have found that around 100 watts seems to be the sweet spot for me on this one. Now, you can run it way up. I ran it up to 150, and you know, I really don't care for vaping that high, but you know, 190 to 100 watts is a sweet spot for me for flavor, okay? And one thing I have found out, the coils will last forever at that particular wattage, so it does real good. The fill port is super easy. Really like that a lot. I'll tell you what I don't like. Here's my con on this one. The airflow. The airflow is too airy. I about have to close this thing all the way off to get comfortable for me. Now, y'all may like it. I don't know. But if you open this thing up, it's too much airflow. Okay? You have to about shut this thing all the way down. Let me take a pull on it. I'm outside today, guys, and the wind's blowing. You know, I usually shoot outside. I like being outside. So, anyway, yeah, the airflow, it's got, if you like airflow, this is the one for you. Because it's got it. It's really got it. It only comes in two colors, the stainless steel and the black, which looks nice on the black lock nest. And it, you know, at 100 watts, it does a pretty good job on juice. Of course, you run the wattage up, it's gonna, you know, use a lot of juice up. But I found 90 to 100 watts, that is the place to be for me. Super great flavor. That, I can't say enough about that. The flavor on this one, when I put my different, and I've tried several different juices in it, and super good. I mean, I really love the flavor on this tank. Now, here's the deal on this. You know, and I look at all these other big tanks that are out, and you know, they're averaging 20 to 40 bucks, 25 to $40. Most of them are hovering around 30-ish, you know, and everything. I found this tank on vapesourcing.com, and I've done a lot of business with them, by the way. They're a really good company and super fast shipping. They'll get to you quick. $14.99, guys. $14.99. Now, you know, I'm always shopping for budget vaping, you know, for good quality budget vaping. $14.99, about $4 shipping on this thing. You can't beat this. And Eleaf, I've always considered them a pretty relatively good quality product. Everything I've ever used from them has been really good and everything. Now, if you order the Eleaf coils, and I found them in a couple of different places, they're running about $15 to $18 for a pack of 3, which I find a little high. I found Horizon Arco 2s for about $9, and you can find those in vape shops too. Really couldn't find any of the Eleaf coils for this in any of the vape shops. So, man, listen to that wind. It's kicking up today, isn't it, guys? We had a bad storm last night, and everything. So it's sun shining, but it's still windy out today. But anyway, yeah. And like I say, I looked at both the coils. I got some of those Arco 2s, and I can't tell any difference. I think they're the same coil, to be honest with you. Really, really big ports on the side of the coil for absorbing the juice. Now, one thing I do on some of these larger coils, I'll take a pin, like a straight pin, and I'll kind of prick the sides, the openings of the coils. I find it absorbs juice better if you do that, and helps prime it. And you do need to prime this coil, by the way, a lot. Okay, and it will take a little while to prime and all. So, but that's it today, guys. Yeah, I don't have a lot of bad to say about it, other than the airflow is too much for me. You may like it, so I'm not going to count that as a con. It's got a really easy to turn airflow, though. That might be a con, because it's really easy to turn. So it can get turned, so you'll need to keep an eye on that if you decide on one of these. But I highly recommend this tank. I think it's an excellent made tank. The machining is wonderful. It's got a 810 drip tip on it and everything. And you know, you can't beat it for the price. Super great tank. So if you're looking for a super tank, this is the way to go. You will not be disappointed at all on this one. So I'll put some links in the description on where to get it. And I'll also put some links on where to get that Arco 2 by Horizon coils too. Because like I say, they're a little cheaper and more readily available than I've seen on the ES. It's an ES Eleaf coil, you know, 100 to 300 watts. If you like 300 watt vaping, get this tank here, you know. So anyway, that's it today, guys. Great tank. Looks good on that black block nest too. So, and oh, before I go, I want to apologize. I hadn't posted that in a little bit. One of my other videos I showed, I got hurt, messed my knee up bad. So I've been out of the mix for a little bit, guys. Really messed my knee up, and then I was just getting over shoulder surgery. So anyway, I apologize for that. So anyway, I'll leave some links to it. I think you would be really happy with it. They do make this in a 3.5 milliliter version also, which I can't imagine why, but they do. You can get that. So anyway, Eleaf, Melo 300 by Eleaf. Wonderful tank. You will love this tank. At that price, buy two, $14.99 plus shipping, about $4. Can't go wrong there. So anyway, that's it. So I'm gonna give this one a thumbs up. Anyway, that's it today, guys. You know what I say, just vape it.